Okay, I also just like this one's just silly. We need to watch it. It's cringe. Um, but
Well,
I do have to say I this might be one of the craziest videos I've seen Candace Owens put out. And that's saying a lot. And she's with Brett Cooper. They attended the coronation of the king together.
speaking of insane families, Britney Spears. And also being naked online. She's giving it all away for free.
Oh my gosh, Britney Spears, what's your take?
Okay, well, there's all of these conspiracies going around on TikTok right now, and they're like zooming in on all of the videos that she's posted on Instagram, and they're like showing where it looks like somebody else's face and then it pops up. But I think it's just that she's using like insane filters. But I mean, it is creepy. Like you watch the frames change, and it's like not. It looks like Jamie Lynn. That's the main theory, is that it's Jamie Lynn. Yes, this is the TikTok thing. That it's Jamie Lynn doing all of these dances, and then they like deep fake, which we all know is possible now.
Deep fakes are possible.
Yeah, and AI stuff. But we have to read some of her captions because your producer pointed out that these were even weirder than any of the posts. So I'm gonna pull these up.
Is this on Instagram?
Yes.
Okay.
The one about the boobs specifically, if I can pull it up. But she was okay.
By the way, Jamie Lynn is, I believe, the sister of Britney Spears. Yeah.
Britney Spears. It genuinely is sad. I mean, talk about lithium. I mean, because that's your theory.
Yeah.
Is that just her brain is fried?
My theory, you always have a TikTok theory. This is your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're deep on the TikTok conspiracy theories.
I am.
And they go viral and everyone believes them. And then I go, okay, no, but here's what's actually happening.
But
This is why I'm not on
I do
TikTok.
agree about
Okay?
the lithium.
Britney Spears was basically controlled for 10 years and put on very heavy medication, one of them being lithium. Your brain cannot come back from being put on lithium. Like, basically, they just melted her brain.
Yeah.
And Britney Spears, as you knew her in your youth, I get it. Loved
And
her.
it physically changes you. And
It's-
I mean,
there's
like,
nothing like everything that they talk about, the gaps in her teeth. I mean, if you're on sustained psychological any drugs for a very long period of time, it's hard to come back from them. She was on a cocktail of the strongest psychological medications for years, lithium among them. And her brain is just, if they did a scan of Britney's brain, it would be melted. What happened to her is it's a great injustice.
It physically comes apart when you're on those kinds of drugs.
Yeah, she has like her brain is like melted.
Wow, I'm so glad we're listening to these two doctors and psychological professionals talk about the effects of lithium on the brain, with their very precise terminology being that it melts your brain. Like, lithium very, very often is totally safe. Like, lithium is quite helpful, actually. For certain mental disorders. I think this show is doing that. True. What are they talking about? I've taken lithium. Oh, my condolences. A lot of apples. Your brain, it's just mush now, apparently. According to these people. Like it's quite literally a very helpful thing that's used for a wide variety of mental disorders. But what's interesting here is that they're just like, yeah, don't take anything for your mental health disorders, okay? It will melt your brain. If a doctor prescribes you lithium, don't do it, okay? Don't do it. It'll fuck you up. I'm like, that's just not true. I mean, like the right waging war on mental health care for no reason again? Well, just remember, they really care about mental health every time a mass shooting happens. They just don't want... Look, if you have bipolar disorder, if you have schizophrenia, okay, they don't want you to have lithium, all right? Just give in to the delusions. Okay, I'll tell my therapist that Candace Owens told me that my medications are unsafe. Yeah, you know, you got a doctor's note from Candace now.
Melted.
Yeah.
And
also, like, not even to mention the fact that they're speculating about the mental health of, like, Britney Spears because she's posting, like, weird things on social media. So the fuck what? She wasn't able to post weird things on social media when she was, like, you know, 35. Like, let her live. Goddamn.
I feel that it is a great tragedy, and I feel so bad for Britney Spears because this happened to her, and she was never. What Britney Spears honestly needed was like a break and to be away from the press and the paparazzi for a month of her life with like no.
Well, no, what Britney Spears honestly needed was not to be owned by her dad.
No cell phone.
She needed to date a London
Instead,
boy,
they
like
put
Taylor
her
Swift.
on a Psych 5150 hold and put her on heavy medications. So what happened to her is a great tragedy, and people should be sued, and people should go to prison for it. That said, to Britney Spears' fans, she is not able to live on her own.
No.
She is not able to make sound decisions. You have to understand that, like, her brain is melted.
But the people in
How the do you know that? Based off of her posting, the only evidence they've shown is like a couple pictures of Britney Spears like spinning around in like Instagram videos. Oh, okay, you know what? You know what? Let's check out. Okay. Britney Spears Instagram. Let's go. Okay. Dance, upside down, yoga. Pray every day. Chef in the works. If you don't honor your needs, how could anyone else? If every relationship, there's a person who falls asleep instantly and the other person who lies awake wondering how that's even possible. Oh, look, it's Britney Spears posting pictures of herself, and intelligence and intuition are two friends. Wow. So weird. This looks like every middle-aged white woman's Instagram, okay? Like for real. My Instagram, give me like 5 more years, 6 more years. My Instagram will look identical, okay? I too will be posting thirst traps and then also random photography. Man, so crazy. Oh, let's take a look at the reels. I probably shouldn't unmute. Oh no, she's dancing. How unhinged. She clearly can't be trusted to live her life. I have 4 organic pitchers of watermelon juice in my refrigerator. It's my favorite. Also, be careful with that knife, lady. She's doing some good cuts, but like, I just get nervous. Yeah, Candace Owens, Britney Spears can't be trusted with this knife. Oh no, she's making delicious watermelon juice. The horror. Look at her doing all of this unhinged shit. I'm not gonna lie, I am worried about this baby doing this though. I am worried about what's happening here with that child. Oh no. Oh no. More dancing videos. The horror. What is she doing? It's so weird. It's so, oh my god, someone known for her dancing is doing dancing on her Instagram. That's so crazy. Clearly she can't take care of herself because she's posting dances. I can't believe someone known for their performances would practice or have fun doing dances on their Instagram. That's so crazy. I do want to see what these horses are up to, though. Oh, wait. Okay, I don't... Yeah, okay. The baby video is not even her baby. This is from a different kid. She gives like a fucking credit for where the video is from. I don't know, guys. Like, this seems pretty normal to me. Cringe, maybe, but pretty normal.
In her life should not
she's clearly in a lithium-induced coma.
be the ones. I mean, her husband is so obviously taking it like that. It's so creepy. It's very okay. Wait, this is the post. So she has. It's literally just her tits. And then
she does crazy things because she is crazy, but she wasn't crazy when she went into the situation. She was made crazy by the drugs that they put her on.
But she said, if I clapped my tits, I could make one pop like a balloon on Thursday. TikTok, I salute all bitches today.
Wait, that's not just her tits. There's a bra in this too. You lied to us.
Not just with my middle finger, but with my chest
You lied
too.
to
How do you
us.
spell chest? Is it chest or chest?
No, it doesn't say that. Read it to me again.
Okay. If I clap,
This kind of sounds
they're
like
gonna clip this.
This sounds like a Cardi B song.
Yeah, it does. I salute all my bitches today, not just with my middle finger, but my chest too. How do you spell chest? Is it chest or chest?
This is literally a Cardi B song.
It's like, take her phone away from her.
It would be really funny if Cardi B made that into a catchy song, though.
So she posted the tits, and then just a random.
Wait. Can I find the tit post? Tits. Nope, I have to log in. It's making me log in. I can't see more. I'm sorry.
Black and white photo of a bunch of men.
What?
Yes,
No!
it's on the same thing.
I don't follow her. It makes me sad.
Yes. And then there's all of these totally like naked photos, and then she got angry at Instagram because they were flagging her naked photos, and they were like, Instagram doesn't like my pure body. And I'm like, Britney, it's not about you.
What's her middle name? Is it Lynn? No, Brittany.
No, that's Jamie Lynn.
Brittany.
Brittany Jean.
Brittany Jean.
She's so southern.
She's so southern. Guys, I'm sorry, but she is.
It is hard.
Man, it sure would make you an asshole if you had, I don't know, been spending like 3 minutes prior to this talking about how sad it was that she needed help and couldn't like be trusted to manage her own affairs, and then just started laughing because of what she was doing. Man.
Heartbreaking because she posts these old clips of her.
She's damaged.
She is like shattered glass, and she's like delicate, but she posts these old clips of her, you know, in her heyday singing and performing, and she writes, those are like the captions that I actually like are heartbreaking, because she's like, look at what I used to be. Like, I miss that. And it's like that's like a very real part of her.
Yeah.
But like, and she can't, and like, I imagine like her relationship with her kids is totally destroyed. And they've like spoken out publicly about her, about how they like can't have a relationship, which is like even more heartbreaking.
Actually, I feel so sad for her kids because I can't even imagine how embarrassed they are, especially because they're young teenage boys. Everyone has watched everything.
It's awful.
They seem to be dealing with it well. If you had told me that Kevin Federline was going to be the stable parent when they first got together, I would have thought you were insane. And I do believe that now she's being used by Sam Asghari. It's not about her being happy or loving. It's about him wanting money. And that's really what it comes down to. He's living a very nice lifestyle. He's basically a sugar baby.
He's jet setting around the world
Right,
while
on
she
private
does,
planes while she puts her titties on the internet.
Yeah.
Is a,
Do you remember
is a really
when
crass way to say it.
who's her first husband? Jason, it's not the same guy that was on Seinfeld, but they have the same name. So he crashed her wedding to Sam. And everybody was like, he's insane. He's trying to ruin this for her. But I went back and I watched the video again recently. And he was like, where is Britney? Show me where Britney is. And then he was like, this is a bullshit wedding. And so now that I rewatched it, I'm like, does he know that they are like using her and exploiting her?
I don't know, because the one person that was at that wedding, I think some of them feel sad, is like Paris Hilton. I think she's maintained her friendship, and she knew her from when she was normal. They used to party together when they were young. And I think that a lot of people, myself included, just want Britney to be free and be happy. And they haven't yet tethered themselves to the reality that she's never going to be free because her brain has been melted. You know what I mean? She's
citation needed.
Basically been enslaved by a cocktail of medication. And that's
I wonder, you know, Candace, how would you feel if your father owned you for 13 years and all of your professional work? I wonder if that might make you a little upset, Arena.
typical American story, unfortunately.
Selena Gomez was there.
Yeah.
And she apparently got super drunk because then Britney unfollowed her and was like posted a photo of them together and was like, some people got so drunk. I couldn't even,
No, she did not.
Yes.
I kind of like that she's a savage,
right?
though.
She like does not get. They also invited like, so Selena, and there was a whole group of girls, and she posted a picture of Britney, or Britney posted a photo of her being like, oh my God, you're here. And she was like, all these girls showed up. I didn't know they were coming. I can't believe, and it, like, she literally didn't know who was invited to her wedding.
Yikes. Man, you gotta pray for Britney, but she does probably need to be
it's
helped.
so, I'm looking at it, it's just so
Yeah, it's hard
sad.
because this happened because she was a conservatorship, but what the conservatorship did to her almost requires a conservatorship. It's like, it's totally, totally crazy.
Well, the whole American like psychiatric system, you were talking about that today on the show, it's absolutely abysmal.
It's appalling. It's absolutely appalling how easy it is to get drugs, how everyone thinks that they have a mental disorder, they're a little anxious because they have to take a test and like, I need Xanax. It's like, you have a final.
And the people who then actually are truly insane.
How are they getting Xanax if they don't have diagnosed medical conditions, Candace? Are they just buying illegal drugs? Because then I would agree with you. But if they're getting diagnoses, like, I don't know. Suddenly Candace Owens over here is the only true therapist, the only true psychologist who can diagnose people.
And truly need help. There's no place for them to go. And there's no like actual support for anything like Britney other than another conservatorship, which then who would take responsibility for that? Yeah.
Feel bad for Britney's children, which brings me to this last topic. Children, makes me think of Heidi Klum. She's doing these ads. Have you been following this?
I don't think so.
So I don't know why, but incest seems suddenly around the corner. I've noticed it first and foremost.
The fuck is wrong with you? Like what the fuck? Like what are you? What is wrong with these people? I'm sorry. Did I miss something here?
Heidi Klum. She's doing these ads. Have you been following this?
I don't think so.
So I don't know why, but incest seems suddenly around the corner. I've noticed it first and foremost. I was really sickened by a lot of the Kardashian ads. Whenever they're selling lipstick, they're like they've got their lips next
and they're
to
all
each
like
other.
naked,
They're
like,
all half
holding each
naked.
other.
If that's where your brain goes when you see ads like this, that's entirely your projection onto these ads.
I would never sit next to my sister in a thong and a bra and like make sexy.
They're models, Candace. It's their job. What are you talking about?
Faces. I don't think people realize how weird it is because you kind of look at them as like porn stars. So you don't even
Again,
think
it's shocking if people are actually fully dressed.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But Heidi Klum recently did this lingerie campaign. This is the second time she's done it. And she's gotten a lot I which is weird because the Kardashians don't get the same backlash because, again, people don't even view them as people.
Used to it,
But she did this campaign with her daughter. I think her name might be Lenny.
A lingerie campaign?
Yeah, and
That's
she
so
just turned, her
weird.
daughter just turned 18, and it's for Intimacy. Do you know the brand Intimacy?
Yeah.
So they're both next to each other in a bra and underwear, and people are like, this is wildly inappropriate.
Especially because she just turned 18.
She just
It's not
turned
like she's like
18.
some like 30-year-old whatever, I can make my own decisions. That again.
What are you talking about? She's an adult. She could have said no. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This is so fucking weird. Like wow. Look at this. The world's most famous model standing next to her daughter in a lingerie ad. Incest. What is wrong with you? What broke your brain? Like, I'm sorry. Do these people not know that most of the models they see are like are like in their late teens, early 20s? And frankly, if models make it to 30, they are on the upper end. They are on the upper end of the age limits on that profession. Which is why Heidi Klum being as famous as she is kind of a big deal.
Again, is like allowing those creeps who have been waiting.
Right.
This
is the phenomenon. Who's that rapper girl?
Bad Baby.
Bad Baby.
Where it was on that interview with Caleb Presley.
Right.
Where he was like, do you think that the men who like subscribed to your OnlyFans the day you turned 18 should be in jail? And she was like, yeah, it's weird.
It's weird.
She made millions off of it, but it's creepy.
Exactly. And so it's
true. That is true. Men who wait for girls to turn 18 are real creepy. And that is a fact. Also, the men who don't wait for girls to turn 18 are insanely creepy.
even weird when a mom is trotting her out in front of the world. Now, again, you could say that maybe...
Again, just like what they're saying is dripping with misogyny here. Specifically when they're talking about, like, the fact that, like, women who model are, like, basically whores. Like, they made the comparison, right? With the Kardashians earlier. And it's just like, they're wearing clothes, Candace. Like, they're in magazine photo shoots. Now, if you want to talk about, like, the sexualization of society or whatever, I mean, that, I guess, but, like, what they're doing is legal and not hurting anybody. If your problem is that some creepy dudes are going to look at, or ladies are going to look at that and, like, masturbate to it, I mean, I guess, but, like, they'll do that to anything. People will do that to, like, 45, 50-year-old ladies in, like, car commercials, okay? Like, people will find a way to masturbate to things, okay? Like, eventually it'll be, like, oddly shaped, curvy driftwood, and some guy's just gonna be like, oh, fuck yeah. Like that's just kind of how it be, alright? But to look down on them because they're fucking models? Like, what? And that not only do you look down on them, you, like, accuse them of incest. And that's just wild. Wild shit.
Maybe Heidi Klum has a different version of what sex is because it's quite literally her job and she's always taking her clothes off. So maybe for her, she's thinking, I'm really proud of my daughter.
Ah, yes. Candace Owens thinks that having sex is just taking your clothes off and leaving all of your underwear on.
Because she can do what I did when I
was... Or
she
feels like she's like, I will usher her in on, like, my own terms.
Right, but why is she next to her?
It's weird.
Why are a mom and a daughter next to each other in thongs and in bras?
Yeah.
And
I don't know, probably some kind of coronation of some kind, you know? Like a passing of the torch, if you will. I don't know. But yeah, definitely don't talk about how weird it is for you to have traveled to the other side of the planet to watch an old man get a hat.
Next to each other, like cuddled up. There's something about it that I really don't like.
All right, if you guys like this video, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm on a race.
By the way, just as an FYI, I fucking adore Heidi Klum for one reason, and one reason only. It's because this is the fucking costume she went with I think it was last Halloween. This is her costume. I think this is her husband in the fisherman outfit. She's literally just a giant worm. She's just a worm with a little fucking face on it. It's so fucking funny. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Here. Oh my god.
This is the first. I have never done an interview like this before, Heidi. How are you? I'm amazing. How are you guys? This is the first. Okay, Heidi. Did you normalize before? No, I have not. I mean, the rain brought you out tonight, but did you and Tom go on a recent fishing trip to come up with this wild idea? You know what they say: the early bird catches the worm. My husband, you know, I'm the worm. You're the worm. We're going fishing. How many months did this take to get you in this? Oh my, you're even slimy! Well, what was amazing for me today, it didn't take me so long, but to make the costume took a very long time. Do you know approximately how long it took them? A few months, you know, to build this. I had a few fittings.
Oh my god.
Heidi, how do you think of a worm?
One of the world's most a woman who is widely recognized as one of the most beautiful people in the world, dressing up on Halloween as a fucking disgusting gigantic worm, like she's the fucking god emperor of Dune, like amazing.
I don't know. I just thought of, you know, some random things. Last year I wanted to be a tree, but then he thought that was difficult to do, so I kind of started thinking outside the box. And then I thought a rainworm would be cute. That's something that we all know, but don't really love.
A rainworm would be cute.
Worm that I've ever seen.
Chat, would you still love me if I was a clorm?
Fisherman Tom over here, you about took his eye out. Thank you. Tom, when you married Heidi, did you think that this would, I mean, you were marrying into this, a Halloween spectacle?
I always loved Halloween myself, so yeah, I was ready for it.
You were game. And tonight Lenny's here for the first time, celebrating. Where's my daughter? She's a little cat. See, I know she's late for your arrival. Where is she? Is she not here somewhere? She's inside, I believe. Can you give us another secret about your costume? You had to get a spray tan, although I'm not even sure why, Heidi.
Where's my daughter? I'm a worm. I cannot find her. What does she normally look like? Here. Just want to make sure I'm actually like pulling a picture of Heidi Klum instead of like getting her confused with another white lady. I don't know. She has done like a lot of Victoria's Secret modeling. Been on the cover of like Elle. Like oh god.
I wanted to make sure I look good underneath too, right? Right, Tom? Because at some point the worm
That was
needs
just for
to
me.
Exactly. Okay, finally,
How many people did it take to get you ready today,
Oh,
Heidi?
there were a lot of people there. A lot of people. I mean, you know, they had to build this piece before. I think that was the hardest thing to do. And then I guess to kind of match my face in it. I feel very claustrophobic in here.
How did you even get here, honey?
I don't know.
You don't know. You just ended up like this. You slithered down the streets of New
No,
York
no, I
City.
got ready here at the Moxie, but, you know, I can only walk very, very slowly.
Well, thank you for your time tonight. You always just knock Halloween out of the park. Tree. Oh my gosh. How many
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Halloween, everyone! Mwah!
Yeah, she was also on Project Runway. You know, like she does a lot of modeling stuff. And she's also a worm. A worm on the side.